Last year I bought a chase cam. It looks like a big badminton birdie, and it hooks to a little bungee cord behind the wing. This is really the first chance I got to take it out and play with it. I thought it'd be kind of fun to answer some of the questions I keep getting asked. One question I get quite a bit is, why did you decide to start flying? I always liked airplanes. As a child, I made model airplanes and I flew remote control airplanes. About 18 years ago, when Helen was a baby, I took private pilot lessons. The drawback was it was quite expensive. Back then, it was $90 an hour, and nowadays it'd probably be three times that, I would guess. But why powered paraglider in particular? Well, we were in Iceland and we were hiking up to these waterfalls, and I saw these group of these guys come over. And I told Jennifer, I don't know what these things are, but that's what I want to do. So when we got back to the United States, I looked them up and I took lessons in Nebraska at Nebraska Power Paraglider. You look over there, you'll see what I see quite a bit. These deer get jumped up and scared a little bit, but I usually head off the other direction when they can, so I don't run them down. Another question I get asked quite a bit is, how high do you go? Well, the truth is, I'll go really low sometimes, where I'm kicking the grass if I want, and sometimes I go really high. High is safer. I've been up, 4,000 or 5,000 feet, and it's pretty cold up there, but it's pretty nice, and you get quite a good view. Here's something that's really hard to resist. There's nothing better than getting a bunch of round bales and just kind of weaving in and out of them. It's just kind of fun to steer back and forth and have a go. Lots of people want to know how much it weighs. Without any fuel in it, it weighs about 60 pounds. Now, it holds 4 gallons or better of fuel, and each gallon of fuel weighs 7 pounds, so it can get kind of heavy, but you only have to have it on your back while you're running and landing. Otherwise, you're sitting in it like a nice little seat. How fast do I go? Well, it depends. Usually it is 38 miles an hour with the trims all the way out, but wind really affects it. So you get a tailwind, you have 10 miles, you get 10 miles faster. You get a headwind of 10 miles, 10 miles slower. And the big one is, what happens if my motor quits? Well, I have it set at idle. It's not actually off, but it's the same thing. And it really depends. This is really how you land. I'll sit there, I will just idle it down and burn off altitude until I feel like I've made the field, and then I go in for a landing. But when you're flying, you want to make sure that you have a place to land at all times, which you can reach easily without getting into too much trouble, which is, can be tough when you're low, but when you're up high in Iowa, there's a ton of places. If you got any more questions, please write them below. I'll answer them. And I really appreciate if you subscribe or give me a little thumbs up. Thanks. Bye.